Pride of Higara. This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shah. Looks like you could use a hand. Attention all Sobani, pick your targets and engage.
Hello everyone, this is Captain Soban. Welcome aboard the Starship Enterprise for another episode of Homeworld, where we are playing the Homeworld Hardcore mod, which is a mod that I have personally been developing. Okay, so I've made a couple of changes to this mission. I've made it to where the little graveyard defense turrets have more health. I think the small ones have 12,000, the big ones have 16,000. And I also increased their damage, so the small ones do more DPS than a corvette, and the large ones do more DPS than a frigate. And that was just to make it to where they were a little bit harder to kill, because I think originally they had about as much health, maybe a little bit more than a heavy corvette. And now in my mod, they have a little bit more than a fighter class ship. So I went ahead and buffed them up. I also increased the amount of junkyard dogs available or patrolling around on this map, so be careful when moving around with your capital ships, because they will be looking out for you. I also adjusted their health so they are actually killable, because in vanilla I think the junkyard dogs had close to 1,000,000 health. Which is 5 times more than the mothership in vanilla, and mine I gave them about 10,000. So they have more than a corvette, but not near as much as a frigate. So let's get into the game.
The communication relay is here. A fighter or corvette must dock with it to establish the link.
You got it, boss. So the plan for this mission is I want to harvest all of these dust clouds, because they will give us enough resources to build our one and probably only heavy cruiser we're going to have in this playthrough. Because we get heavy cruiser technology in this mission. And once we're done with that, we'll get a strike force to go around here and try to dock in with the station that we have to dock in.
Reports it is now equipped for heavy guns technology. We advise commencing research immediately.
Commencing heavy gun research.
And I have surrounded the docking area with graveyard defense drones, so it will be slightly difficult to actually to get in. It'll require more than just like a small squadron of heavy corvettes to destroy the turrets, and then using a scout or interceptor to actually dock into it. It'll require a little bit more effort and strategy. Alright, let's go ahead and launch everything.
Launch.
Get all of those going. And I want to use one destroyer with a support frigate.
Support command acknowledged. Ready for orders.
And we're going to start moving our way up here.
Understood.
We're going to get rid of some of the guards and get these junkyard dogs to notice us. And then we're going to use all of our corvettes to get rid of the junkyard dogs.
Flight control engaged, assuming guard position.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, that's the plan. I'm also going to need to grab my carrier, grab my
Research Division
homestas.
reports it is now equipped for cloak generator technology. We advise commencing research immediately.
Reporting.
You got it. At the moment, we're researching heavy guns. I want to get that done for this mission. Alright, so corvettes, I want to keep you guys back until I actually need you.
Receiving. Locked on target.
I'm going to go ahead and start attacking the auto guns.
Reporting. Coordinates confirmed.
Let's do some damage to these bad boys.
The graveyard is defended by autoguns. They will complicate our attempt to reach the communications array.
Now, the ones that are that do a lot of the high DPS are these slow ones like this. This is a large one, and then the small ones will be at rapid fire, which means they're good against fighters and corvettes. These ones are good against more or less frigate-class ships. You should still be able to handle them, no problem, as long as you don't, get the attention of multiple of these guys at once.
We got an mapping. Awaiting assignment.
It's almost dead.
Responding.
And then this one is now so close to dying. There he goes. Alright. The repair corvettes to go back towards the mothership. We don't really need them.
Reporting. Target acquired.
You start attacking that guy.
Awaiting assignment.
The corvettes, we will move in. Because I believe once we start attacking that one, we should get the attention of the junkyard dogs. Oh wait, it might be the next one before we get the attention. We get to look around the graveyard. Hehe. This is a decommissioned Higarn heavy cruiser. This makes me wonder if this is how we got the heavy cruiser technology. Is maybe we seen designs of these ships out here in the Kalos graveyard and give us ideas of making a battleship that will hopefully match the Titan. You see these all over the place in this mission. Like, I think there's another one over here. Another one there.
Reporting for duty. Target confirmed.
Very interesting.
Destination locked in. Awaiting assignment.
Alright, let's get you guys into
Group 1
groups.
designated.
Acknowledged.
Group 2 designated.
Establishing wall formation. Group 1 copies.
Get you guys into formations.
Reporting for duty. Underway.
You guys a little bit further.
Alert, alert, ambush. Acknowledged.
You continue moving up.
Destination confirmed.
We're in the next little not junkyard dog. Oh boy.
Where are those
Hyperspace
Gravity
signatures
things.
have been found at these
Graveyard
locations,
things.
but we detect no new ships.
Okay, and then that should trigger the junkyard dogs.
Receiving.
Yep, there they are.
Locked on target.
Engage.
Target acquired.
Heavy gun research complete. Heavy cruiser.
Of course, the one I'm attacking isn't one of the ones that's actually going after it.
Target destroyed. Holding pattern locked in. Group 1 to combat stations.
Kill it.
I feel bad about this. It's over.
Nah, they're gonna get it.
Attack complete. Intro
Destroyer stolen.
Here goes our destroyer.
Attention. We have lost contact with one of our capital ships. Its last recorded position is here.
To combat stations. Receiving. Reporting.
Kill it.
Target destroyed. Holding pattern locked in.
There we go.
New heading set.
Oh boy.
On our way. Group 2 to combat stations. Group 1. Group 1 to combat stations.
Run.
126. Group 2 copies.
Okay, so we need to build a salvage corvette to get our destroyer back. I'm gonna wait for the next round of junkyard dogs to come up, because they should come up to try to get my salvage corvette.
Awaiting orders.
Or support frigate.
We've located one of the missing ships. It appears that it can be salvaged and reactivated.
Yep.
Collector under attack.
New heading set. Reporting enemy contact.
Alright, boys.
Intercept course punched in.
Nope, never mind. Here they come.
Attack clearance received.
We're gonna go after the salvage corvette next. See if we can take care of these guys.
Resourcer under attack.
Of course, every single one I always attack is the one that they don't actually grab. Oh well.
Attack complete. Targeting pattern locked in. Engaging.
Go, 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 boys!
Target destroyed.
Alright,
Target
one more.
holding pattern. Group 1 receiving. Under fire, requesting orders. Attack complete.
It still grabbed it,
Standing by.
which means... Did we lose contact?
Green line confirmed.
Hey, no we didn't. Awesome.
Reporting.
Okay,
Line confirmed.
so we need to build ourselves
Building from
a
carrier.
salvage corvette
Production underway.
so we can capture our destroyer and reactivate it. But that should be it for the junkyard dogs. I think there should only be 6 that spawn. I think we killed them all.
Intercept course punched in.
So yeah, junkyard dogs. Much more deadly. And they are killable, which is nice. Let's see how well this group of corvettes can take care of one of these,
Enemy contact.
take care of one of these guys. I'm curious.
Salvage corvette complete.
One eye on the clock.
Yeah, they do a decent amount of damage.
Target destroyed. Holding pattern locked in.
Good to know. Alright, let's get our salvage
Launching.
corvette built or launched.
Ready for orders. Reporting for duty.
Oh wait, we need 2 of these because it's a destroyer class.
Construction commencing.
Frigates only take 1 to reactivate, but I think destroyers take 2. That's okay, because I think after this mission, I think I'm going to get rid of all my strike craft and focus on keeping capital ships, because we're going to need them for the last 3 levels of the campaign, because I have buffed them up, and it's going to be difficult to get through without more capital ships.
Salvage corvette complete.
Okay. Let's go ahead and launch that salvage
Launch.
corvette.
Acknowledged.
In the next playthrough, we might do a little bit more of a varied thing.
Target selected for salvaging.
But for this playthrough, we'll kind of keep it classic, where the last few episodes are going to be nothing but capital ships. Let's get our destroyer back.
Receiving.
Looks like our harvesters are just about done harvesting this area. We haven't cleared out the rest of the guard areas over here, so I don't really want them venturing off. Must reactivate a destroyer. I'm curious what the crew would be doing right now. I wonder if the junkyard dog, I wonder if they, send some sort of electronic pulse throughout the entire ship, which either disables its systems or kills the crew aboard.
Collector under attack.
I told you guys not to adventure off! Stay over here.
Understood.
Oh no.
Roger. Salvage target acquired.
Okay.
Production underway.
I had this glitch last time I was trying to record this. Where it seems like, I guess because there's more than one junkyard dog, it seems like whenever they take it over, I think one of the salvage spots is supposed to be the one that the salvage corvette uses to recover it. And I think it glitches out the other ones.
Complete.
But let's try having 3, because technically I think we're supposed to have 3 to salvage a super capital class.
Standing by.
So let's see what happens. If this doesn't work,
Selected for salvaging.
then I'll have to redo this mission and then try to kill those junkyard dogs before they actually take over my destroyer. Or I might just bring frigates. Might bring frigates up, because frigates only require 2. We'll see. Okay, building the 3rd one didn't really make a difference.
Standing by.
Let's see if I take you off. You guys do anything?
This ship's too big. We need another salvage team. Fleet reporting.
Looks like you attach now. No problem.
Target selected for salvaging.
Yeah, but it still won't do anything. It needs more than 1 for the effect to activate.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Salvage target acquired. Being assignment.
Okay, this time
Establishing sphere formation.
I'm going to put all these guys in sphere formation around our destroyer
For escort.
and see if that makes a difference. I'm kind of more or less just trying things out right now. Pretty big sphere formation. Of course, most of it's on top, not bottom.
Launch. Group 2 reports victory.
Hee. Alright.
Ready for orders.
I'm probably just gonna send you down to this location. Get all you guys together.
Destination locked in.
Okay, and we get everything in a sphere formation, and then we will continue. See if we can kill these junkyard dogs before they take over our destroyer. Okay, let's try something dumb. Bring you down here.
Underway. Ready for orders.
See what we can do with this giant sphere formation.
Destination locked in.
Nope. Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Acknowledged. Ready for escort.
I wanted to move the destroyer.
Awaiting assignment.
Hyperspace signatures have been found at these locations,
Here we
but
go.
we detect no new ships.
Hey,
Intercept course punched in. Attack clearance received.
alright boys.
Locked on target.
Get on down here, quickly. Kill these things.
I'll load the welcome wagon. We got him napping. Group 2 under attack. Watch your six.
Destroyer stolen.
Target acquired.
Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. This time, instead of using my destroyer, I'm gonna be using my support frigate, because support frigates only require 2 salvage things to actually capture it. So that should allow us to kill them before they actually get the support frigate. I'm hoping. If this doesn't actually work, then I might just skip harvesting on this map. The reason why I'm trying to kill the junkyard dogs is because if I start harvesting the map, they'll start trying to capture them, because they'll get within the influence of where when they start coming after you, and they come after anything that's frigate class and above, and resource collectors in this game are considered a frigate class ship. So, I probably will be able to harvest up to here, which won't give us enough to build a heavy cruiser. I'll have to retire a bunch of our, these guys, but I'll have to beat the mission first before I retire these guys, because, we're gonna need them to get through this area. I really, really would like to get some of these extra resources. It would be nice.
Awaiting order. Reporting for duty.
So,
On our way.
let's go ahead and move in. And I can't really sacrifice any of these ships because I need all of the resources possible to beat the rest of the game. It's getting down to the point of where made a couple too many mistakes. Especially last mission, but then again, this is a test series, so I was expected to make some mistakes as I adjust the AI. Alright, don't think we got close enough yet.
Target confirmed.
And we have enough firepower here to where we can use our corvettes to take out some of these sentries.
Group 2. Reading contact. Feel bad about this.
Let's go, boys!
Hyperspace signatures have been found at these locations,
Here we go.
but we detect no new ships.
Alright. Come on, kill this thing quickly. Kill it! There it goes.
Course set.
All you boys get over there. And now, destroy these.
Pattern locked in. Group 2. Under the course punched in.
Focus all of your firepower in killing one of these. Good, good.
Holding
Kill the second one. Ooh, he's jumping away. Ooh, he killed him before he can jump. Indeed.
Coordinates confirmed. Attack clearance received.
Alright. All you guys in
Establishing
wall formation.
Attention Group 2. We got company.
Oh god,
Wall formation confirmed. We got a mapping.
there's another one!
Locked on target. Reporting for duty. Attack clearance received. Responding. Locked on target.
Kill him!
Target acquired. Attack complete.
Good job.
Acknowledged. Let's clean it up. Waiting target acquired.
Keep killing him.
Engaging. Receiving. Okay, make this quick and painless.
Let's make this quick and painful.
Attack complete.
Good, good. Another one.
Attention Group 2, we've got company.
Now they're trying to run away. Cool, this was a lot better.
Target destroyed. Entering holding pattern. Intercept course punched in.
Alright, and he'll eventually come back up to try to capture again. And then if we kill him, I believe that's the last of the junkyard dogs. We'll be able to move on.
Looks like we got the upper hand.
Group 2
Target
has
destroyed.
defeated
Holding
the
pattern
enemy.
locked in.
Alright.
New heading set.
Good job, boys. Yep, here he goes. He's coming back up at us. I think because they have to do a large, wide arc to capture frigates, it's much easier for us to defend it. And also only 2 can go at a time instead of 3.
Locked on target.
Let's go kill the final junkyard dog, and then we don't have to worry about these guys anymore. We can start harvesting the map. And getting ready to actually getting through this mission.
Target destroyed.
Hey, alrighty. So, now,
Awaiting assignment.
you guys may start harvesting.
On range.
And I'm probably going to use this entire group of corvettes to try to
Reporting.
slowly get rid of more of these little guard towers, because I don't think our corvettes were taking a lot of damage. Because just one of them isn't really going to kill any of these guys. Especially the heavy corvettes, they have a lot of armor. I'm going to tell them to stop moving in circles so they stop wasting their fuel. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. What I need to do
Ready for orders.
is probably bring my missile destroyer in.
Destination confirmed.
Like, we'll have these two guys work together.
Course set.
We'll come in here, kill the defenses here in the middle area, and then we'll go over here, kill the defenses there, so we can get all of these dust clouds harvested, build our heavy cruiser. Even though we're not really going to need it for this mission, we're definitely going to need it for the next mission. And get ready to start making our way up here to clear out this area. In the future, I am planning to expand the graveyard area, because if I take this,
Ready for orders.
the graveyard goes like all the way out to here, and there's like no defenses out here in these open areas. So you can easily go all the way over here to the right, and then make your way there, and then destroy the defenses and dock a ship in that way. Eventually, this is a project down the line. Eventually, I'm going to make it to where all of these graveyard lines are a lot further over. Expand the graveyard and expand the patrol of the junkyard dog and graveyard defenses to make this a lot better. So you can't really cheat like that. That's how I normally get through the mission. Anyways, let's see. This is our
Ready for orders.
destroyer and our missile destroyer.
Intercept course punched in.
Let's go ahead and kill some of these guys. This is one of the weird things I was talking about earlier. I think the developers went a little bit crazy on the heavy cruiser derelict thing. They're like all over the place over here. Okay, I just got done killing most of the Guardian defenses in the dust cloud areas, both in the middle and over here. And this is how much damage the missile destroyer has taken from these guard defenses, and this is how much damage the destroyer has taken. Honestly, a decent amount. I'm kind of liking the adjustments of the little Guardian defense drones.
Ready for orders.
And also, once we get all this stuff harvested, I think I'm going to be using maybe a destroyer or a missile destroyer as our tank when we come up here to fight the defenses of the carrier ship, because I did totally forget until recently when I went through the not script, but to adjust the Guardian things. The bullets do have pushback, so if they shoot at you multiple times for multiple turrets, they will push back your ships. So we're going to need a super capital to absorb the damage, not just so they last a long time with the damage, but so they don't get pushed back by the defense turrets. So it's going to be interesting. Anyways, I'll be back whenever we get to the point to start making our move up to the thing we're supposed to dock into. Okay, we are done harvesting. There is like a dust cloud here, and there's another dust cloud in the middle that kind of spawned on top of a piece of debris, and they keep trying to harvest it, and then they're like, nah, I don't want this. I want that one down there. And then they go grab it, and they're like, nah, I don't want this. I want that one up here. So it's confusing to collectors a little bit.
Lockdown to carrier. Lockdown enabled.
But we're going to go ahead and have them dock, and that should bring us up to about 8,500. Not too bad. I believe we need,
Building from mothership.
in order to build our heavy cruiser, yeah, we need 7,250 RUs. I made them more expensive, but the reason I did that is because I made all super capitals more expensive. But they are more in line to where I think they should be, because their firepower is what makes them really powerful, not their overwhelming amount of health or ability to hyperspace.
See you next time.
Like what it is in Classic. Because in Classic,
Transfer confirmed.
a heavy cruiser is about close to 3,000, I think, when it comes to the
Cannot comply.
or 3,700 compared to 1,370, so it's a little bit less than 3 times the expense of a destroyer. In my mod, he is probably about 70% more expensive than a destroyer. But because of that, as you can see, the heavy cruiser has 375,000 health, and the destroyer has 275,000 health. So they're a lot more aligned where I think they should be, compared to, I think it was 90,000 health in vanilla compared to 44,000 on a destroyer. So in vanilla, a heavy cruiser did 921 DPS, and I believe a destroyer did like 320. No, a destroyer did 321. A heavy cruiser did like a little bit over 900. So a heavy cruiser did 3 times the damage and had twice the health of a destroyer. Where in my mod, a destroyer does 380 DPS and a heavy cruiser does 600. So it does about, maybe I would say 80% more DPS than a destroyer, while having about maybe 40% more health. So it is a lot more powerful, but it's not the end-all be-all capital ship of the Homeworld franchise anymore, which I really enjoy. I dumbed it down to make it more of a super capital class instead of like a ultra capital, which I kind of believe the way it was in vanilla. Because one heavy cruiser could wipe out a couple destroyers, like 4 or 5 frigates all by itself with no problem. Where in my mod, it could probably still do that, but it needs some sort of escort to really pack a punch against the enemy. So,
Construction
without further ado, we'll get our one and probably only heavy cruiser built in this mod. Now, because I don't think if we do a really good job on 14 and 15, we might be able to get a second heavy cruiser, but we'll see. We will see about that. In the meantime, let's take our harvesters back to our mothership.
Destination locked in. Ready for orders.
Move our carrier back over here.
Underway.
I brought some support frigates, which we're going to use to
Standing by.
keep all these guys fueled up. So when they go on their trip over here, we can fill them up and then get ready to attack this area. And then I also want to bring my carrier up there so it can help replenish things as well. And we'll probably retire a lot of these guys at the end of this
Collector
mission.
under attack.
Oh,
Acknowledged.
oops.
Green line confirmed. Reporting. Reporting for duty.
Apparently we missed a few of those defenders, but I wasn't expecting
Resourcer
them
under attack.
to go in that direction. So let's move you guys over here. Resourcers are going to dock with the carrier, because that's what they do whenever they get attacked. They dock to the nearest area, or nearest ship that can accept them. Which would be the carrier. And
Receiving.
I need to go ahead and probably get all these guys in a group.
Group 1 assigned.
Responding.
So you guys, group 1, multi-gun, group 2,
assigned.
Standing by.
light corvette, group 3.
Group 3 designated.
You heading sub 1 reporting. Group 2 copy set.
Here we go.
Course set.
Get them all organized in their own little groups.
Ready for orders.
Okay, and once you're all done, I want you to head back to the mothership.
Underway. Reporting.
And same with you.
Coordinates confirmed.
Captain Elson. Captain Elson might be the thumbnail for this video. Well, it's kind of hard to do it with everything in the background. Oh yeah, we can make it like this. That would look pretty cool. There we go. That'll be the thumbnail for today's video. Alrighty, so I got the fleet assembled. We have our heavy corvettes over here. I went ahead and retired all the rest of my strike craft. So I retired the multi-gun corvettes, my light corvettes, my attack bombers, and my defenders. And we ended up getting another 8,200 RUs, which is quite a bit. That's enough to build another heavy cruiser if we need it. But we might build another missile destroyer. And after I get through this mission, I'm going to retire the rest of my heavy corvettes, and we're just going to be focusing on capital ships for the rest of the campaign. So by doing that, we might be able to afford another heavy cruiser, which will definitely help improve the amount of DPS we have, because we have one destroyer, we have 5 destroyers, 1 missile destroyer, 1 heavy cruiser, and I think 5 ion frigates. I believe that's what we currently have for firepower. It's not too bad. It definitely could be better. And I don't know if I want to get more frigates, so if we lose frigates, I'm not too worried about it, because if we lose a destroyer that's very expensive compared to an ion frigate, we might use it to build more support frigates. I do not know. We'll see. I know the next mission is going to be very difficult, but we'll worry about that when we get there. So,
Ready for orders.
what we need to do is get all of our heavy corvettes
Understood.
in a formation.
Awaiting assignment.
Support frigates, I'm going to leave you guys out here.
Acknowledged.
And we're going to use a missile destroyer and a destroyer to hopefully distract the turrets and use them to try to kill these turrets pretty quickly. We're going to use the heavy corvettes to help out as long as, you know, they don't get targeted.
Receiving.
Which they might. We'll see.
Destination confirmed.
And they should have enough armor to survive quite a long time against these little turret defenses. Because I think I've only put these small turret defenses, which don't have as much DPS as the large ones. So hopefully using super capitals to try to weaken the enemy will be a good strategy. Hopefully.
Intercept course punched in.
Let's go ahead and fight this one. See, I don't think we could see the main swarm of turret defenses until we get a lot closer.
Looks like we got the upper hand.
Indeed. Get it. It's flaming. It's getting close to dying. There we go, there we go. Alright.
New heading set.
We took a little bit of damage, not too bad. Let's go ahead and move in.
Awaiting orders. Destination locked in. Standing by.
Okay, here's another one. Still not quite at the destination. We'll go ahead and take care of it. We'll take care of this one, and you can see a little bit of the beginning of the grid that I created. Alright, then we got rid of the outer guards. In the future, I probably will be producing more of these to make it a little bit more difficult.
New heading set.
Let's move in and see if we can fight the defense grid. I think I also assigned a couple, yeah, they're on their way, a couple support frigates
Standing by.
to keep these ships alive. Because even though they shouldn't do a whole lot of damage, there are a lot of them. So it's gonna be fun.
Target confirmed.
Gonna start slowly taking one out at a time. It's still not 100% perfectly in the middle, but this thing is surrounded by defense grids. And they're all focusing on the destroyer. There we go, there we go. I don't want to risk the,
Enemy is failing.
I don't want the enemy is failing, nice. I don't want to risk my guys yet.
Enemy dead. Keep an eye on the clock.
Cool.
Intercept course punched in. Hold and engage. We got contact.
Support frigates are doing their job, keeping the destroyer alive. Destroyer's taking all the damage. Nice, nice, nice.
Repeat. We need a call here. Attack clearance received.
Ew.
Looks like we got the upper hand.
Woohoo. So much DPS.
Ready for orders. On our way.
don't want to get too far into the grid. But support frigates are keeping me alive. Slowly killing the grid.
Under attack. Target acquired.
We're only being attacked by like a quarter of the grid. There's a possibility I might need to shrink this a little bit, so we're not so far apart. Destroyer is staying alive, even with all this hammering going on. Pretty cool.
Hey, I'm out there. We're under attack here. Engaging.
Okay.
Target confirmed.
I probably should focus on the ones that are close.
Intercept course punched in. Attack clearance received.
There you go.
Understood.
This grid might take a little while to kill.
Locked on target.
Alright, fight that one next.
This is finished.
This is cool though.
Let's make this quick and painless. Requesting orders. It's over. Let's clean it up. This is looking good. Stay tight. Reporting for duty. Ready for orders. Target acquired.
Which one to target next?
Target confirmed.
Doesn't matter, they all need to die. Let's continue focusing on these ones down here.
In our favor.
Yeah, I need to move these things a little bit closer together,
Under attack.
so they all can cover each other.
Locked on target.
Oop.
Target acquired. Intercept course punched in.
Still pretty cool.
Any direction here.
Still pretty cool indeed.
Duck.
I will admit, these little graveyard things, they do a decent amount of damage. I have most of them focusing on my destroyer now, and even with 2 support frigates repairing me, my health is slowly dropping. That's impressive. Okay, we got majority of these little defense drones destroyed. They're still focusing on my destroyer, and they got them down to almost half health, and that's with the support frigates keeping me alive this entire time. I've also been attacking the support frigates every once in a while, and they got one of them down to half. So yeah, I think the only thing I really need to do is probably bring these guys a little bit closer together. I have them set to where they're a kilometer apart between everyone. I might reduce that down to like 800 or maybe even 700. So they have a little bit more concentrated fire. But yeah, you'll probably need either more capital ships than what I'm doing or more support frigates to actually get through this part of the mission. I like this. I like that we get to use different things, and it's not just like, oh, you need to build a strike craft and dock it in. It's like, no, it's defended. You need some sort of way to destroy the defenses around it. Then you can dock in. Like, I think I can dock in right now because they're distracted enough where they won't notice, but I want to destroy the rest of the defense grid before I do that. Okay, defense grid has been destroyed.
Coordinates confirmed.
Yeah, but if I can get that a little bit closer to each other and get them more concentrated, that will be much more difficult. I'll need probably double the fleet I currently have to take out the defense grid, because those little guys don't have a whole lot of health. They have a lot less than a frigate and a little bit more than a corvette, but their DPS can definitely stack when there's that many defense turrets attacking you. As you can see, my missile destroyer is down to half. My destroyer is still being repaired. He's been being repaired this entire fight. He got down to half, And one of my support frigates got down to yellow because they got in front of the destroyers, and some of the ones that weren't focusing on destroyers started focusing on the support frigates. So yeah, that one definitely could be a little bit more difficult. Anyways,
Ready for orders.
let's go ahead and grab a heavy corvette
Destination locked in.
and dock it in. That way we can get through with this mission. And then I'm probably going to retire the rest of my heavy corvettes once we get done with this, and we'll use our money before we jump to get stuff ready for the next mission. So let's go ahead and dock. There's no more defenses around, so we don't have to worry about our heavy corvette dying. And move on. There's one guy over here, but he's so far away that he's not really going to bother us. Junkyard office. I think this is called Junkyard HQ in the coding. Here we go. Oh boy. And we are docked.
I've docked. Communication link established.
Hey!
Patching into command node now. The Titan Resistance has been informed of your actions and are preparing the fleets. You have our thanks.
You got it, Captain Elson.
The hyperspace coordinates you require have been transferred to your mothership. Farewell.
See you later.
Hyperspace enabled.
Hee. Okay. Now that the mission is complete,
Awaiting assignment.
let's go ahead and retire our heavy corvettes and see how many resources we get by doing this.
Retirement order received.
Okay, with all the heavy corvettes docked, we now have, or retired I should say, we now have 13,108 resources to play around with. Which means we should be able to build a missile and a heavy. Ooh, yes we can. And we're going to have like 300 left. So this will give us 5 destroyers, 2 heavy cruisers, 5 ions, 2 missile destroyers, and 8 support frigates. Oh boy. That's, honestly, that's not a whole lot. But I'll feel a lot more comfortable firepower-wise if we have multiple heavy cruisers. So this is probably what we're going to end up doing. In the next mission, we'll be able to harvest some resources before initiating the attack. Because I'm going to spawn some resources by our mothership, so we actually have a little bit of resources we can play around with instead of just having the AI have a bunch of resources. So we might be able to build a couple more support frigates in order to keep our healers alive. I would like to get about 10 support frigates, and then we're probably going to throw the rest into assault frigates. Let's go ahead and start construction of this.
Production underway.
Once this is complete, we will be done, and we will move on to the next mission. Okay, so we now have every single thing constructed. I have 358 RUs left.
Mothership.
And let's see how many ships we currently have. We have 5 repair corvettes, which I'm going to keep for emergencies. Probably have them docked in the mothership for like emergency repairs. 2 resource collectors, 7 support frigates. That's interesting. I thought I had 8. Oh yeah, we lost one in the last mission and I never rebuilt it. So we definitely are going to need a few more support frigates.
Cloak generator research complete. Cloak generator available for construction.
And I was finishing up research while I was waiting for all this stuff to get done. Because the next mission, I believe, we get our final research, which is the sensors array. And once I get that research, I can retire my, this guy. Research ship. I can retire him and then get a little bit more resources that way. But yeah, we have 5 repair corvettes, 2 resource collectors, 7 support frigates, 5 ion frigates, 5 destroyers, 2 missile destroyers, 2 heavy cruisers, carrier, research ship, and of course the mothership. And that's what we have left of our fleet. The only strike craft we have are the repair corvettes. Everything else has been retired. Because we're going to be focusing on using super capitals and capital ships for the rest of the game. Next mission, hopefully we can build a few more support frigates to help keep the entire group all good to go. And then we may build like more assault frigates, get more like frigate class ships, so our super capitals don't get concentrated so much. But anyways, I think that's gonna do. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna save real quick so that I can mess around with the next mission, and then we're gonna jump to the next mission. All right, let's go ahead.
Auto docking.
Jump to the next mission.
Hyperspace initiated.
Look at that fleet. Despite everything we've been through, our fleet is still kind of impressive, since super capitals are so expensive.
According to the data we received from Captain Elson, the Homeworld system is surrounded by a network of hyperspace inhibitors. The inhibitors are all heavily shielded and do not show up on any sensors. Elson has provided us with coordinates of the most vulnerable inhibitor station. Our goal is to destroy the station and create our own access point.
Dun dun dun! Get ready to get to our homeworld! Getting excited to finish this up. Look at those heavy cruisers. They're so heavy and cruising. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. In the next episode, we get to attack this hyperspace inhibitor system. I will warn you guys that I have beefed up the defenses because this is a important outpost to the Titan, and I would not expect them to skimp out on the defenses for something that's extremely important to them. So yeah, next mission or next episode is gonna be chaotic, at least. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, please leave a like. If you like what I do, consider subscribing. Want to see more of me? I'm planning to stream more on YouTube, so you guys will actually be able to see things, because Twitch is doing things that I don't really approve of, so I'm not really going to stream with them anymore. I'm going to stream on YouTube. Also, some of you guys have been asking if I have a Discord. I do. It's in the video description. I try to add it in every time I do one of these videos. So yeah, if you want to join the Discord, it's there. Just come hang out and have some fun, I guess. Anyways, until next time, this is Captain Soban signing out.
The Baker have arrived.
Emergency hyperspace procedures initiated. The mothership must survive.